On this video, we drive the Tanami track. For this journey, we start off in Alice Springs by heading about 20 kilometers north along the Stewart Highway before turning left onto the Tanami Road. The Tanami Road is approximately 1,035 kilometers long and only has one main fuel stop. This route is the most direct way to get between Alice Springs and the Kimberley and follows an old cattle stock route. Along the way, we'll stop into Wolfe Creek Meteorite Crater and camp there for a few days before entering East Kimberley via Halls Creek.
Turn left onto Tanami Road, State Route 5. Continue on Tanami Road for 1,013 kilometers.
Good morning, everybody. This morning we left Alice Springs and we've headed a little bit north until we turn left onto the Tanami Road. So that's what we're doing for the next couple of days, probably 2 or 3 days at least. And that'll take us through to Halls Creek, which is the beginning of the Kimberley, which is our ultimate aim. So yeah, we've just pulled up on a bit of a roadside stop here, boiling the kettle, making a coffee. Yvonne's just sorting out some camera gear. You won't see it on this camera, but there's some zebra finches over there, which Yvonne was just trying to get on a camera with a decent zoom. Let's see if she could tap into them. She's also just filled up the water over here, so that when we leave they've got something to drink.
One thing I am really enjoying on this trip, and I know it's a small thing, but is actually having a freezer so that we can actually have bread rather than just wraps. So I can actually make a sandwich for lunch rather than just wraps for lunch. And small thing, I know, but a thing nonetheless.
Yeah, I agree. We got the My Coolman, which is the fridge that came with the caravan. We're using that as our day-to-day fridge. And in the car we're running our old trusty Engel, which we've had for, nearly 25 years. And it's running as the freezer in the car.
It's the first time we've ever actually camped with a freezer before. And so because this is the first time we've ever camped with a freezer before, it's the first time we've actually managed to have fresh bread, and yeah, quite nice.
So this is the Tanami Road. They are spending a fair bit of money on the Tanami Road, just sealing it. So Northern Territory sealing it from the east, and Western Australia is working to seal it from the west. Eventually they plan to have it sealed all the way through, but there's still a lot of the track, or the Tanami Road as it's called, that is unsealed, which we'll deal with over the next few days. Just under 200 kilometers from Alice Springs, we dropped into Tillmouth Well to fuel up. The only 7-day fuel available on the Tanami.
Day 2 of the Tanami?
Yep, day 2 of the Tanami track. We're just leaving the free camp that we had last night. Yeah, just a roadside stop, but there was a little track that left the road and wandered a little bit away from the road, and there's a couple of good spots down there for camping away from the road, which is good because there was a free area next to the road, and a couple of big road trains came in during the night, which would have upset our sleep a little bit, but obviously they need a place to rest, so it's good that we get away from the road. One thing we're noticing is the mornings are getting warmer. We're still putting a jumper on in the morning, but we're not freezing, which is good, a good positive change. And a good day drive yesterday, the first day on the Tanami Road. All sealed so far, which is good. I believe that we're going to go to unsealed today, but we'll see how we go. But the road's been really good. Quite a few sections where it was just like a narrow single lane bitumen with dirt off either side, which you had to get off if there was a decent sized truck coming. I think the highlight for me yesterday was we went into territory, and we're still in that territory now actually, with lots and lots of termite mounds. And there was one section that obviously relatively recently had a bit of fire through, and the regrowth, it was just a stark green, bright green around all of the red of the termite mounds. So yeah, beautiful road so far. We'll see how we go today.
And here ends the blacktop and the start of the gravel. No, of the dirt.
Good morning everyone, day 3 on the Tanami track. A little bit unexpected this morning because we've got some showers. Not enough to upset the track at all, but probably help us settle the dust a little bit, which would be good. But we had a great free camp last night with a few other people. A few other people camped in the area. But we've just stopped not long after leaving camp at this, another free camp actually, just with a nice view looking towards the west. But yeah, good start to the day. We're hoping to get to the Wolfe Creek Meteorite Crater today if everything goes to plan. So yeah, we'll bring you along on the journey. Right, still on the Tanami track, but here is a Land Cruiser that didn't make it. Early series 70 series Troopy. Looks like HJ75 because it looks like 2H diesel. But I'd say it's been here for a little while, been here through a few fires. Just didn't make it and abandoned on the track. Another one that's been here for a little while. First gen Pathfinder. Alright, we find ourselves on the Western Australian Northern Territory border. I'd just like to make an observation. Northern Territory have this nice, neat sign. And turn around here and the Western Australian sign is a little bit beaten up. Come on Western Australia, I'm sure you can do better. Anyway, travels are going so really well today. The rain that we experienced a little bit earlier on has dropped off, which is good. So back to dusty roads, although there's been a light coating of rain on the road. But yeah, traveling well. The road has been really good. Another car wreck. This time it is a Discovery 1. It's interesting, it's obviously been through a few fires and the aluminium panels have melted away, leaving the steel structure behind. But it's a 4-cylinder, so I'm guessing it's a Discovery 1 rather than a Discovery 2. It looks the right shape for a Discovery 1. But yeah. Nothing is immune from being left lying to the elements. I think I spoke a little bit too soon about the road, because it seems like no sooner had we crossed the Western Australian border that the road deteriorated. But it's still not too bad, but not quite as good as it was on the Northern Territory side.
The delights of corrugations. I opened up for a cup of tea spot, and you can see stuff running down the walls, and down here was just a sea, and we worked out what it was, and that is over here up in the cupboard. We had some oil, and the corrugations had jiggled off the lid, and the bottle had fallen over, and now we have oil all through our car. Oh, and then just look at that red dirt all over the coffee machine. Ah, the delights.
Okay, we've turned off the Tanami Road now, and we're now on the road that leads into the Wolfe Creek Meteorite Crater. We're going to stay here tonight, that's our plan. There's a camping ground at the end right next to the meteorite crater, and we'll see how we go. This is our camp for the night, and in the background there you can see Wolfe Creek Meteorite Crater. We've set up camp and we're just going for a quick walk just before the sun goes down to have a look at the actual meteorite, the crater itself. As you can see, not the best camera for it, but you can see the pit, the remains, the crater where it hit many years ago. And yeah, it's just a beautiful place, lots of bird life. It's sort of like its own separate ecosystem inside the middle of the crater. As I say, a little saline lake there. They've got species of tree that melaleucas that don't really predominate in this area naturally, but they found their nice little home down there. Yeah, great little environment and great on sunset. You know, it's pretty amazing to think that this massive rock from space came down to Earth and just left this massive hole in the ground. And that's what we see today with the meteorite crater. Good morning, everybody. This morning we are leaving the Wolfe Creek Meteorite Crater. We've been here for 3 nights. You can see it in the background there, just the boundaries of the crater, just in the landscape. We've been here for 3 nights. It's been absolutely fantastic. We've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's well and truly worth the diversion off the Tanami track just to duck in here and see it. It's a 16-kilometre dirt road off the Tanami track, and it's you can see a little bit in the background there. It's a bit corrugated. It's not too bad here, but it's actually, this 16k track has been the worst track that we've seen so far in our travels. I'm sure we'll see worse on the Gib, but you know, as a comparison to the Tanami, it's quite a bit worse. God willing, tomorrow morning we will duck into the Bungle and spend a few days there. We haven't made any bookings yet, so hopefully we can get in, but we'll see how we go. Join us for the travels. In our next video, join us as we travel to the Bungle or Punalulu National Park.